Hello everyone, it's Monika here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my Fancy Fold Craft Challenge collaboration, and there are 8 other lovely ladies joining me each month, and on the 5th of each month at 5 p.m. UK time release new Fancy Fold, and anyone can join because if you use hashtag FFC Challenge 2023, you can share your projects on any of the social medias, and you can join our Facebook group where you can share your photos, your videos, whatever you want, as long as you share it with the current month Fancy Fold. This month we're working with double slider cards, so of course we're going to create probably we usually create different cards using the same prompt. So I hope you're going to visit Christine, Monika, Katarina, Jenny, Sabine, Carrie, Emma and Denise. I'm going to list all the information below the video so you can check it out if you haven't heard about this challenge. So let me start. I actually decided, because I'm sure girls will be sharing lots of double slider cards, I thought I would do double slider gift card holder. So I did my own measurements because I thought I just don't want to make this very tiny one. So I've got the piece of card which measures 10 inches by 3 3/4 of an inch, and let me grab my bone folder, and we're going to score it at 3/8 of an inch. That's the first score line. Then the second one is 3 5/8 of an inch, and the third one is 6 7/8. So starting from the beginning again, let me repeat. It's 3/8 of an inch, 3 inches and 5/8 of an inch, and then 6 inches and 7/8 of an inch. And that's our scoring done. So let me put it away. As you can see, I varnished because I didn't actually make any templates for myself, so I had to cut and see if it works, and it looks nice. And then another 2 elements which we need are those sliders. So it will go like this. One will be on one side and the other one on the other side. So if you want your slider, if you want to pull your slider to the right, you need to have the right piece longer. So this one measures 2 let me see, 2 4 1/4. So let me double check. 2.5 inches by 4 1/4, and the shorter one is again 2.5 inches by 3.5. I have to bring another ruler, but because this one is really can't really see. Okay, 3.5 by 2.5, and this one measures 2.5, and you can adjust this one because I will see what I'm going to do with this one. I need to have like a pull tab by 4 1/4, and for this one I'm going to use my if you've got any tag punch, that's helpful. You can use a die, or you can use actually I'm going to show you an example. For example, if you haven't got any punches, you can use like a circle die to cut small circle, and you can adhere it, actually 2 circles, because it would look nice and neat if you adhere those 2 circles, so you can create like a pull tab for yourself. But I'm going to use punch. So let me just see from the side. How is it? Because it's 2.5, it will go into that groove. But let me just do it this way. And I've got that little bit on the side which I'm going to cut off. And this is our site which we're going to use for our gift card. I'm going to add use a like a double-sided tape, and or you can create like a little pocket. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, so now we're going to put this one away. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to round the corners on this side as well, just to finish with this one. And I'm going to have a sentiment, best teacher ever, because I'm going to use this gift card wallet for giving it to a teacher for the end of school year. I thought, what shall I do? What shall I do? And I think this is a great idea, even to show to my... Oh, what's wrong with this glue? Today it's not going great because I was playing with this glue and I think I left it for a bit longer. It dried. So I thought it would be nice to take this opportunity to actually create something like a sample for my customers. So maybe someone will like this idea. So it will go this way. So now let's work on this. So let me put away those punches so I have more space. And now what we need to do, we know that this one will go in the center, so I'm going to measure center point. So this one measures 3 inches, 1.5 on this side. You don't have to do it, but I think it helps. That's in the center, our little slot which we're going to make. And what else you need? You need a piece of plastic. I use like a poly pocket, or you can use a Ziploc bag, anything which is not too stiff, because this one will, hopefully it's long enough, yes, because we're going to wrap it around. So mine, I think, if I remember correctly, it measures 1.5 inch. So now we need to create this little slots, and you can, if you've got like a die, you can do it with a die, but I think it's okay to do that. So I've got 1 inch here. Maybe I should cut it into 1 inch only. That would be easier. So I don't have to count. Okay, roughly like so, and it doesn't have to be exactly. So let me just so this is, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I hope you can see everything. It's actually getting a little bit gray outside, but hopefully it will be okay. It doesn't matter if that space, space for that plastic will be slightly wider, but I'm going to actually draw some lines, and then I will use my, because it's on the inside, it doesn't have to be that deep. And I know my lines are a bit wonky, but it's only for that plastic to sit in. And I'm going to, no, still too small, so like so. I'm adding like a 1 millimeter extra, just to make sure that it slides without any problem. So now I'm going to cut that off, and then hopefully it will work. So we are looking for something like this. I know that some people, they don't do this, but then you might risk that plastic to shift. So I think to be on a safe side, you need to do that. And yeah, as you can see, even rough measurements are better than none, I think. And now let me see. Yes, it slides. So what I'm doing now, let me just position it the way I need to have that plastic. And because this plastic is very slippery, I'm going to bring my trusted butterfly and I'm going to put something else, and then I will add the double-sided tape on the end here just to secure that. You see, it's not that easy, and you have to make sure, the most important bit right now is not to put that double-sided tape so it sticks out from that plastic, because then it will catch the cardstock and then it might glue to your base. So it's best to be very slow and very careful, so you're not going to mess it up. And let me just see how much of that plastic I need, and I'm going to cut away the excess. You see, it's not that bad. And now let's remove the backing from that plastic. And make sure that it's not too tight, not too loose. It has to be able to slide without any tension. I hope that's fine. Let me test that. Yes, and I like it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep that seal to the left. Let me just double check, and this one will be adhered on the top of that seal. Let's see, is it good? Now let me bring my gift card. Of course I'm going to use a different one, but that's the one I have handy here. So I'm going to use a double-sided tape. Where is my double-sided tape? Oh, I forgot about that. Of Velcro dots. Let me just look for it. So I found my double-sided tape, and I'm going to if it's going to work. Yes, it's working. So I'm going to adhere that gift card, and let me just double check if that tape is actually not sticking out, so it's not going to catch any sides, and it's not going to stick. So now very difficult bit, which we need to adhere double-sided tape again on the same place, and hopefully everything will work properly. It should, because if you watch my my video from Thursday, when I was sharing that step-by-step tutorial for that swivel card, you realize that I did one mistake, but I managed to save my card. So if you've missed that one, and then you can go back and watch it from the beginning. Let me just show you. So it's this one. If you've missed it, it's such a cool project. Anyway, so let me adhere this, and it has to be in the center, roughly here. I'm looking at the lines on the top, on the bottom. Okay, and now we need to close that and put this one facing down, and again we need to put our double-sided tape on the right hand side. I'm quite quiet because I really want to focus on this bit, because I hope everything will go according to my plan. Again, I'm using the double-sided tape, burnish, release the paper, backing paper, and then let me just see. Okay, this way. Yes. So the one which you're going to have on your left hand side, we need to adhere it facing down, and the best would be if it's not visible on this side, almost glue it down, sticking out a little bit. I think that's okay. And now let's see without gluing it. Hopefully it will slide. Have I done it correctly? Oh yeah, because yeah, you just need to maneuver it a little bit. Ah yes, you see, sliding. First few movements are a little bit stiff, but it's working. So now I'm confident that I can glue it completely. So what I'm going to do, shall I use the liquid glue or shall I use, because now let me show you from the beginning. So we adhere the right hand side tab with double-sided tape on your left, and then we put the one which is on your left hand side with the double-sided tape on the right, and this one has to face down. And now once we do this bit, you need to glue that tab and you have to put it in between that element. You see that best teacher ever, that needs to go here, and we need to secure it this way. I hope you can see everything. I hope it's visible. So from the beginning again, so we've got this one, then we fold it and adhere the other tab which is on your left, and then we're going to put the glue. I think I'm going to use the glue, and I will try to keep it away from the edges, just a little bit, not too much. And then I might use some, and I'm actually going to spread it with my finger just to make sure that it doesn't ooze out. So you remember, you have to put, let me just clean my finger, you need to put that tab in between. You need to glue it to that base. Yeah, that's the way to do it. And this way it's going to be our front, our joint is at the bottom, and let's do it again. So gift card on the right and best teacher ever on the left. And now I can decorate the front. So for the front I've got some elements ready. So I've got this rectangle which measures, I think, 3.5 inches by 3 inches, and because it's plain white, I thought, what should I do? It didn't look really nice, so I took let me just show you. It's so easy. You just do a few score lines just to add a little bit of interest into your panel, so it's just not plain white. It has something interesting happening. Let me see. And this way I can adhere it to the front of my card, and I've got, of course, an apple, and I've got thank you. So let me put all those elements, and my little project will be finished. I hope you could see everything. You can see everything, and it's easy to follow, and you're going to create your own as well and share it on our Facebook group or on your social media. You can tag me, or you can add that hashtag FFC Challenge 2023, so everyone can see your projects and we can all comment. Oh wow, I'm so happy with this. Oh, it's the gift card is on the double-sided tape, so easily you can easily remove it. So my apple has the foam pads underneath. It's good that I prepped a little bit more, because I can see that video is actually quite long, because I thought it should be within 10 minutes, but I prefer to repeat few steps few times so you can create your own, and hopefully it's easy tutorial. I think it is. You can change your size if you want, but I think this apple fits really nicely here and I don't need to make it bigger. But you can create something like this for different occasion if you wish. So no, I think I will adhere it flat without any dimension. I might add some gems later on, but I think I'm happy that it works and I didn't have to stress about it. So this actually this double-sided double slider gift card holder measures 3 3/4 inch by 3 1/4 inch, and it works this way. So I hope you like this little project. I hope you're going to check out other ladies taking part in this collaboration. So as I mentioned, go over to Christine, Monika, Katarina, Jenny, Sabine, Carrie, Emma and Denise and see what they've created with this month's prompt. So let me know, what do you think about it? Maybe I inspire you to do something similar. I think end of the school year is coming up very quickly. What you could do, you could add a ribbon. I might do that. I might leave it as it is. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Hop over to other ladies, check our Facebook group, which I'm going to link below the video, so you can join if you wish. So thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.